My girl always tripping, says she finna catch me slipping. Think I'm fucking other women, cause it women intuition. Plenty fish in the sea, I could be out here fishing, but I don't cast my line, I am the line. Tryna blame somebody, blame the appetite that we have for life. You the one I'm trying to have for life. Been with you damn near half my life. Wouldn't change a thing, nor turn back the hands of time. I don't expect you to compromise, cause you know I'm on the ground. I don't know 9 to 5. You heard I'm plugging these pigeons. Wrong bird, I'm plugging these chickens. Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention, I keep an air fan tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops to get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how it look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
And like that, we're back with another episode for Friday edition of Wake
Your Game Up.
Game Up. My bad, I threw you off there because I threw the Friday edition. It's me and Lee. We hijacked it this morning, didn't we, Lee?
Yeah, morning, Bogey.
Top of the morning to you, brother. How you doing over there in
Texas? Doing good in yourself. You must be a happy camper this morning.
I mean, you could say, yeah.
Or should I say everyone in 49 country.
I mean, I made the phone call. Yes, we're making horns. Shout out to our man, Miles Peacock, producer extraordinaire.
Thank you, Peacock.
You know what I mean? Yes, but I am very, 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 very ecstatic, to say the least, because now the dominoes will fall. You know what I mean?
Now it's just waiting on Mr. Trent Williams.
Yeah, and we'll get to all that too. You know what I mean? We'll shoot the shit a little bit right here.
Yeah,
so Lee, so before we got on, we were talking about this mosquito thing.
Yeah,
that's going around. Did you get to the bottom of that? Because that pause. Because you know what I'm saying. This is actually
I thought about little man when I was actually on X this morning and I saw
because my little man's been sick and like there's some.
I know. That's why I'm trying to dig it up to see if I can find the video for you so I can send it to you. Yeah.
I hope he ain't got by the mosquitoes, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'll find it and I'll send it to you, personally.
Because it's crazy. Because at my son's school, all the teachers and all the teachers and there's a gang of students that are just, you know what I mean? They're all missing in action.
For real. Oh, for real.
Yeah, my son, he only went to school Monday. He's been home all week. I'm like, man, he needs to get some rest.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy. It ain't COVID.
That's a blessing in disguise right there, right?
And then we get an email from the damn teacher.
Yeah, you told me that. That was crazy.
Yeah, and she's like, hey, by the way, I'm ill. Various other teachers are ill, a bunch of students. Then she goes...
You would have thought that they would have said something, though.
Well, here's my thing, though. She says, hey, it's a fever. She said, look out for fever, runny nose, and like flushed cheeks. And if they have those symptoms, all three, don't bring them to school. I'm like, okay, but what is it? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's this thing. If you have this thing and that thing and that thing, okay, but what is it? You know what I mean? They didn't there's no name to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, speaking when I saw that news about Watson doing his restructure, I was like, are they going after Brandon Ayuk? And then the news broke that Ayuk signed. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. But that one's been a head scratcher because it's like he definitely being that I am a doctor, right? It's like you know what I mean? I'm like just trying to diagnose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Yeah, we're gonna go for the record. Just get off. We're just gonna use every drop we have. I swear. All right. Okay. So, yep. See, there you go. Ding. All right,
so,
Lee.
Came out yesterday. Cleveland restructured Deshaun Watson.
Hold on. I could have swore you were about to talk about some news, Lee. So you know what I mean? Shout out to our producer.
News coming out of Cleveland yesterday that Deshaun Watson restructured his contract. And these numbers are gonna be mind-blowing, to be honest. He's gonna be counted as $24 million against the cap. And then in 25 and 26, he's gonna count as $72 million. That's enough money to get a lot of massages.
He's in the strip club, in the massage parlor. He's just throwing money. It's just raining money, guaranteed.
Yeah, Emil just said, cut yourself.
That's funny.
You cut yourself off.
I mean, just throwing money, bro.
I heard you, Tito. Oh man! And then the NFL came out yesterday and said Rashid Rice will be all clear to play on for week 1. But that's just for week 1, not knowing what's going to happen after. But,
we're just going to ride this thing out.
Ride this right out until something happens.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be here all morning.
And then I came out about 10 minutes ago was Jamar Chase wants 1 penny more than Justin Jefferson. Just 1 penny.
You know what's funny about this is this is not uncommon at all. Like,
No.
so my dad, he specialized in what you would call sopium, spending other people's money, right? Investors, you know what I'm saying? Like spending, he would invest people's money. And in this case, it was real estate. And you would go back when the market crashed, you had a bunch of foreclosed houses. And I'm talking about like you go to the auctions and you'd be like right in front of City Hall, like legit on the sidewalk. Everybody just Wi-Fi'd up into the whatever the auctioneer, and and they selling the foreclosed houses in bulk or even a single, and they doing it on the street, bro. So I've been in these auctions with my pops, and the people they come through, they got fucking cashier's checks. Like you'll see somebody right there, he might have like $5 million on him, but it's all cashier's checks, 250,000, 150,000, 100,000. Well, just you know what I mean? And you went there at the auction. My pops, anytime it'd be like, he'd be like 175,000. My dad would go 175,000 and 1 penny. Like, 180,000, 180,000 and 1 penny. You know what I mean? And they would get hella irritated. But it's like, you're why not? Because then you also get these motherfuckers to really push it to their threshold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, what the fuck, bro? And they try, you know what I mean? Because you're only buying these certain properties because it's priced at a certain point where you're gonna get some good overhead. So sometimes these motherfuckers will just, you know what I mean? They get caught up in the auction aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what, and 1 penny over, and then they get hot. What? Another 20,000. And it'd be like, cool, that's a way over what we were gonna pay. So you can have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
1 penny, that shit gets some motherfuckers.
Now, Bogey, with this Jamar Chase, do you think they're just gonna give him like a little raise to shut him up for this year since he has 2 years left on his contract?
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Or do you think they're gonna give him a brand new contract?
I mean, it would have to be the contract. And like this is the thing too, is when you're a guy going in your 5th year and you only have what, maybe one.
He has what I just read. He has 2 years, $26.7 million left on his rookie deal.
He's not even going in a year.
No,
he's a 2021 guy.
Yeah, he has 2 years, $26.7 million.
He's going into year 4.
Yeah, so he has 2 years, 26. And then he has his 5th year option for 2025. That'd be worth 21.8.
Yeah, and that's fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed.
Get to and right now they picked up his 5th year option this offseason, and that pissed him off because you want to start talking extensions at this point when you're a receiver of that caliber. But also when you're an organization, you need leverage. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, some of the leverage would be like, look, well, you kind of get wounded all the time. You know what I mean? He was wounded last year, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he's missed some time in his career and dealt with injuries. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's fragile by any means. I'm just saying, like, as an organization, they're going to leverage that. You know what I mean? We're going to squeeze the juices.
Yeah.
They're going to make him really, he got to go hard in year 4 for real for them to hands down be like, let's get him now while we can get him as cheap as possible.
So in other words, as you always tell me, this is a make or break it for him then.
Not necessarily.
Would you say that?
Because if he does, subpar of what we expect, then they're going to go into year 5 talking about
exactly. They still got money. Yeah, exactly.
Now it's the career year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You'll get the bag. It's just right now, it's unfortunate that for the market, like, okay, I want you to remember this. So DeAndre Hopkins, when he got traded from the Texans to the Cardinals, what the Cardinals did is they restructured his contract, made him the highest paid. At the time, it was like $27 million, but the next highest paid was like 22. So he like destroyed that market for a while. It was like 22, 21 or something like that, like OBJ at the time.
Yeah.
So it's like he destroys that market, and it stayed that way for a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now, who's the top dogs right now? You got Jefferson.
Jefferson. Ayuk's at 30. Jefferson's at 35. You got
See, so being $5-6 million away kind of seems like you're out of. Okay, what is CeeDee Lamb getting? CeeDee Lamb's right there underneath Jefferson, actually.
Yeah, so
he's gonna want a CD money at least.
Oh, you got Jefferson, AJ Brown, Amon St. Brown, and Tyreek Hill, who's gonna get a new deal too. Hill's gonna get a new deal, probably. They're probably gonna do something. And you got Jalen Waddles up there too, and so is Adams. So, yeah.
Okay. I think, man, it's like, okay, if it might be in their best interest to at least pay him before going into year 5.
All right. The top 4,
so you don't have to reset the market with him.
The top 4 are going to be Justin Jefferson at Justin Jefferson's at 35, CD's at 34, AJ Brown's at 32, and Amon St. Brown's at 30.
And then so is Ayuk in now.
And so is Ayuk, yeah. So there's your top 5 right there.
Yeah, so as an organization, you probably want to pay him now so you can at least like match a CD. Or if he does want the Jefferson thing, say he performs phenomenally this year, then now he's like, all right, we got to get him so he doesn't quite reset the market. I would be like, all right, here's Jefferson money and a penny over. See that? Highest paid.
You got it there. And Mike McDaniel got his contract extended this morning.
I like
he's
that.
Coaching through to 2028 now.
I like that a lot, actually. I mean, he's tied to this core right here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like even with Waddle being young as he is, like, and then even Tyreek, man, if Tyreek shit, you can't hit what you can't catch, man.
Yeah,
so and I think most of his injuries end up being self-inflicted. They're either like hammies or they're either soft tissue, or in this case, a hand where he got it from in practice or something like that.
Yeah, I was watching Good Morning Football this morning, and D'Amico Ryan says he wants to come out. He came out and said he wants to get running back Dameon Pierce more opportunities this year.
That's interesting because you know what? As much as Cam Akers look good, I think I'm looking at through the lens of like he looked hella good coming off of the second Achilles.
Exactly, he did.
Yeah, I think that was the second Achilles, bro.
It was.
And he's back already. That little Cam, he has the doctor on hand. You know what? I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Dr. Bogey Hauser. That's me.
As for players that
I was gonna say, hold on, guys. We have a question from the chat. Dull Guitar is saying start 9. QB1 is Hurts, RB1, RB2, JT and Montgomery, wide receiver 1 and 2, Puka and Amon-Ra. Tight end 1, Kittle. He has to start 3 flex, Rice, Olave, Higgins, Dell. And then he has a rookie draft on Monday. He has the 101, 103, 107. What trades?
Oh, wow.
What trades would you make? Interesting question.
Ooh.
Okay, this is a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
First, I do want to start by saying your lineup, shouldn't really worry about it. Maybe this sounds like a Monday or Tuesday-ish question for the lineup wise, because you know what I'm saying, like we don't get cute week 1. You play the hitters. And as far as the 3 flex go, I think that's the real part of the first part of the question. And that would be I would play Tank Dell over Higgins, but I'm playing Olave and Rice.
Yep. That's what I would do.
Yeah. And Higgins is not a bad play either. I just want to see it first again. Is that crazy?
No. And
I think they play the Browns too week 1, right?
Man, he has the 101, 103, and the 107. Woo. Nice.
I'll probably try to buy like CeeDee Lamb. Like with maybe because with the 103, I mean, you're probably, if it's a single QB, that kind of sucks because you're getting pushed out of the Harrison Neighbors.
Neighbors, right? Exactly.
Why does it feel like I'm so far away from that rookie draft? I'm trying to remember.
I know.
Yeah, but I would and if I could get like, even if someone goes, hey bro, I'll give you CD for that 103, or if you can get CD for that 103, I'm throwing that. You know what I mean? Jamar Chase, I'll do that. You know what I mean? I kind of just, because if I'm not going to get a Nabers or a Harrison, and you got to do that before the draft too, so someone could think that they're going to get.
You think you can get a St. Brown for the 103?
I mean, shit, why not? I'm gonna try to hit off like any one of those elite receivers that already exist that I could plug right in and just be hit the ground running. Because then in the other range, he can get young at receiver with his back end picks, right? Get a Lad McConkey maybe, or a
get
Coleman,
like a or something like that.
Yeah, Brian Thomas maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I think now that I think about it too, Brian Thomas, if we were to do it all over again, off this past rookie drafts that we've done and startup dynasties and whatnot, I probably would view Brian Thomas higher than I view like Lamb McConkey and Coleman early on in the offseason.
I kind of agree with you a little more too. I do.
Just because Lawrence kind of, like Lawrence are kind of,
But for me, I'm not just sold on Lawrence too much. I don't know what it is.
That's what I mean. But I'm always gonna remember that they said when he was coming out, he was supposed
the second coming of Ben.
Coming, the goddamn. No, not even Big Ben. They were talking about like Andrew Luck and Big Ben was like if you think about Big Ben and Big Ben Rapersburger, if you think about him, he's kind of like in a nutshell, like learn how to play football in the league. Because when he came in, he barely had any experience, and like he was just hella big and like, you know what I mean, a prototypical size. But then this motherfucker got, he had success early. But remember, early on, he wasn't doing nothing. You just handing that ball off and scrambling around and shit with his big ass paws. Yeah. Okay. What else news you got for me, Lee?
Let's see what we got right here. Let me go here.
I know eventually we got to Brandon Ayuk. We'll unpack that one a little bit more.
There are 3 players that were iffy to play week 1 and now are goes. Puka Nacua, who rolled his ankle, looks like he's good. McVay says he's good to go week 1.
I tend to believe McVay.
Yep. And Brian Callahan said DeAndre Hopkins is ready to roll for the opener.
Wow. And you're probably getting, if you were not afraid to draft DeAndre Hopkins in his past 3 weeks or 4 weeks, because remember they said it might be like a 4 to 6 week or something like that, right?
Yep.
Here we are.
It was 4 weeks. Yeah, it was 4 weeks. Yeah,
exactly. Right. It's kind of funny because you see him like drastically fall.
Yeah, and Big Mike W is gonna make his Jets debut against the 49ers.
I feel like he's going to be into a limited capacity.
Yeah, I think so.
That is freaking. Yeah. But Mike Williams is no stranger to season-ending injuries, right? Like he's had you would know. So I mean, maybe
I know as a Chargers fan, I do know.
He is old though, man, for a receiver coming off an ACL. That is, you know what I mean.
That and Brock Bowers is going to be ready for week 1. So,
what was Brock Bowers doing? Some soft tissue?
He had an ankle injury also. I don't know the severity of it, but I know he had an ankle injury that was keeping him out of practice for about 4 or 5 days.
They're going to test him. They're going to see like how, because he's going to be out there blocking too. He's going to get
that. And it just came out late last night is Dallas Goedert is dealing with a bad oblique injury ahead of week.
Who was it? Was it Peacock? He was calling him like glass jaw Goddard or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn, Goddard always stays hurt, me. I swear, bro. And you know what though? This is kind of cool though. If you're thinking about like if you want to see what they can morph into as far as personnel wise, right?
Yeah.
Then, I mean, you got AJ and Devontae, and then now all of a sudden, you got Jahan Dotson too. Like and that 3 wide receiver set would be fucking speedy. At least with Smith and Jahan Dotson on the field, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and this is no surprise. Joey Glass-Bosa went through hand surgery at the beginning of August. That he suffered against the 49. I think the Rams in joint practice. So he had hand surgery. They think he may be ready for the season opener, but who knows? That's why I called him Glass-Bosa.
He got a hand surgery?
Yeah, he had hand surgery
next week.
Yeah.
Hey, how come they sometimes don't let a motherfucker on there with a club on his hand? Like, remember DeMarco Murray?
He's been wearing a club during his interviews for the Chargers. I've been watching that, and I just happened to see it this morning that he had a hand surgery in August 4th, I believe.
Oh, okay. Then it's been a minute.
Yeah, so he's got about.
What you got, Peacock?
I got a question from Emil. Full PPR redraft: Jerome Ford or Tajay Spears?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Spears. I'm going to go with Spears.
I'm going to go Jerome Ford. Who do the Browns got week 1? Let's see.
Ooh, the Browns and the Cowboys.
Ooh.
That's why I'm
That's
going
week
with Spears.
1. Okay. Yeah, I'm putting Ford, bro. I'll put Ford. No Chubb. Ford going to get a lot of work.
Ford for at least 4 weeks.
And I mean, they did add Mike Zimmer to that defense, but last year you could run up the gut on the Cowboys. That was like they were mad vulnerable up the gut. Zimmer's defenses were always like stingy against the run. You had to hit him with like some outside stretch shit with the running backs. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, shit, they got that in their repertoire too, though. You know what I mean? They got that wide zone over there. Stefanski. Ooh, and it's Stefanski versus his old master.
And Spears is going against Chicago.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. And he's sharing. You got to go with some hot hand. I got to kind of see it. Am I a Vagine for that?
Yeah,
kind of a bit of Vagine. I mean, because like it's Tony Pasta is probably the one to have because the money.
Yeah,
and like, but yeah, they're like. And shout out to my man Kidda. They say he said they're like identical. They're like mirror images. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, like if Tony Pasta was to croak fantasy wise,
yeah, pretty much.
There might. Go ahead.
Do you think they're gonna solve this? Like, what is Hassan Reddick holdout or what before the season starts?
You know what's crazy is Saleh went out and they sought out for him and traded for him. You know what I'm saying? Because they need someone that could come off the edge and that could play outside. He could stand up. He could put his hand in the dirt. He could do all. He's a Saleh guy, man.
Yeah,
and he doesn't even know it. And when Saleh was with the Niners, we used to have to deal with Hassan Reddick. So we didn't seen a lot of him. You know what I'm saying? And he just don't want to be there. It's kind of funny though, because see, here's how it is with players. I would assume players, they know each other. So a motherfucker might be like, damn, I got traded to the Jets. And he'd be like, oh man, that's cool, man. Rodgers over there and this and that. And then he started, but then, nah, I don't know, bro. All the homies over there said, like, man, the organization sucks, or this, that. You know what I mean? They might have an opinion based on other players that they know and their experience there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, no one ever want to go to Washington, bro. It takes someone like a Jaden Daniels to have some success now and become some kind of draw for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nobody, remember people used to not take money. They take less money and go play for the Patriots when they had Brady. Remember that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everybody like, yeah, screw it. I'll take far less money and go to the Patriots. Everyone did it. It was crazy.
For sure.
And if you wanted to get paid on the Patriots, and you was homegrown, they're like, all right, peace.
Yeah.
Or they would stay.
Yeah.
For cheap. It's crazy.
They did. That's true.
The evil emperor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah. And I wore a Darth Vader shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ravens GM Eric DeCosta is now saying that he feels the Ravens have the best 1-2 tight end tandem in the NFL with Andrews and Likely.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, and it is kind of cool because if you have Mark Andrews, definitely make a point to later on get you Isaiah Likely because it's like the only tight end that has like a real handcuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's like worth the damn because Isaiah Likely is a bad motherfucker. He's likely to do things.
Who would you call the second best handcuffed tight end after Likely? Would you say Noah Gray for the Chiefs?
I would say it's the other Brock.
Oh,
because he's pretty good too. And like in that system, but see, I don't feel like in that system, if anything happens to Laporta, they go, all right, Brock, right time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just saying like he's talented enough that because even the Niners, they tried I think they put a tender on him, if I remember correctly. Niners tried to sign him, and then fucking Detroit they matched it. And he chose to stay because when you put tender, like if you can match it, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Some shit like that. I might be butchering that. Give me a ding anyway, Peacock. I'm on the board.
Yeah, let's see. Now, what do you got go? What do you think? What's all this rumbling with Brady and the league going on? I've been reading that he can't do certain things.
This is fun. This is fun right here because see, he's trying to do. He's the dark Lord of the Sith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now he's parading around as like he's doing this. What is it called? Commentating and shit and calling games or whatever the fuck he's about for Fox. Is it Fox?
Yeah, right? Fox. Yeah.
And they gave him about like 275 M's. And
well, they gave him at least they gave him $400 million for 10 years.
There it is right there. You know what I mean? But I think like the 275 was like something like that was like guaranteed or something. he's doing basketball numbers now. And he's only doing commentating. Anyways, he even took that entire year off last year.
Yeah.
Because he said, and I think they even paid him still something like that, like not the whole thing for last year, but yeah, he was still getting a guap. He's under contract, but see now he's back, right? And he's trying to parade around like he's not Tom Brady, and he's gonna get in all the locker rooms and all the teams he's covering, and he's gonna get all the ins and outs. And then slowly but surely behind the scenes, he's trying to get him a piece of the Raiders.
Yes.
And he's also trying to get that thing voted where if you're a part owner, you're still he was trying to get a pass where you could be eligible to play. Somehow, right? This guy's trying to do it all. You know what I mean? They're pulling.
But the league also came out yesterday saying
pulling the strings behind the scenes.
But the league came out yesterday saying they're against Brady going into team meetings and things like that, getting certain information.
But it's because he has this potential deal, part ownership on the way. That's why. Because then that's conflict of interest. You can't have like this motherfucker in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
While they're sitting and watching film, and John Gruden did that shit, and he said that was some of the best years of his life when he did the
when he did
shit. Because he spent the whole team, he spent a whole week with each. I mean, with the teams that he was about to cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Those are pretty good stuff. Hey, morning, kiddo.
Good intel.
What up?
What to do?
What's up?
Hey, he's in the building.
We got Tom Brady news. What's happening?
No, just saying that.
Yes, we do have Tom Brady news, actually. Yeah.
All right. He's getting a little tired of having Aaron steal all the spotlight from him, huh? Like, I'm an old guy too. I could play.
And he's about to actually do color commentary. I'm looking forward to that because let's see if Brady actually has a personality. You know what I mean? Because okay, when you're watching a game and it's Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, like out of the two, I'd say Joe Buck has the personality because Troy Aikman is just concussed into the moon. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a penalty there, Joe.
That's true.
And then they say it's penalty. Then he goes, see, this is where the penalty comes from right here. He breaks into his right. You didn't see it the first time, though? Because now they're in his ear. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Tony Romo clearly intoxicated, right?
Oh,
He's having a few. You know
Brady looks like he's on drugs. He's all like
he's going to the raves and shit, bro. He's going to the festival.
His cheeks are so sunken in. I know.
It looks
he's
like
so much weight in his face. It looks like he had liposuction in his face.
He can't be on the same diet. Like the avocado diet only works out if you're actually probably doing stuff or something. Maybe when you get old, you're supposed to eat different food, and he just don't look right to me. Last time I seen him,
density is starting to wither away. Is that what you're saying?
Well, he's what 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". He's a tall guy, and then he probably weighs 180 pounds. It's like
probably yeah.
You know what? Diesel, from wrestling, Kevin Nash.
Oh, big sexy.
Yeah, big sexy. I remember he was on the Austin podcast. This is probably I don't know, 12 years ago. But he was like, "How you doing, Kev?" And he was like, Steve, I get up in the morning, all 6'9" of me, and takes about 45 minutes to get up, and then I sit up for about another 20, and then I stand. And I was like, dang, just think about it. He took hella bumps over his time. You know what I mean? Hella surgeries and shit like that. But see, Tom Brady, he was never that guy. He didn't take hits like that for real. You know what I mean?
And now he's got his own.
Out quick.
Look at Caleb Williams wants to be just like Brady. He's doing the same diet.
Caleb Williams?
Yeah, he's doing exactly the same thing as Brady.
on the
Is
TB12?
the diet. Yep.
Oh, they're gonna. Oh, see, but he's not Tom Brady. See, here was the secret about TB12 is that they're giving him PEDs.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Everyone
Guerrero.
tested positive
Guerrero.
for PEDs
Guerrero.
at one point under TB12, except for TB12.
Wasn't that the Guerrero? All the rumors of the Guerrero.
Yeah, the Alex Guerrero
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Guerrero
I mean,
stuff.
fucking what's his name? Who popped? Gronk popped, I think, at one point. Edelman definitely popped.
Edelman, Gronk.
You know what's funny how Edelman popped though, because that year in the offseason, he did a G. First of all, shout out to Edelman, because in the same offseason, he's like making out with 2 girls at a festival, like clearly on Molly, right? He's just super rolling. And then this is like fresh out for Super Bowl win. Then he's on the cover of GQ or not the cover, but he has like a GQ spread. He's shredded. He has like an 8-pack. They're like, boom, test him. You know what I mean?
Hey, kid, and Big
Yeah,
Mike
man,
Williams is going to be going week 1.
Yeah, I mean that's shredded, man. He's eating hella kosher steaks for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Williams, week 1.
Yep, he's ready to go.
All right, that's good, I guess.
I bet you he catches. He goes 2 for 12 and a tug.
Now, do you boys have a
That's
friendly
annoying.
wager going on for the week 1?
We haven't discussed anything like
No,
that.
we haven't yet, but we're
Fury
going
thought
to.
we discussed that last night.
You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna do like what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack gentlemen's bets. That's what we're gonna do. Because then everyone can get in. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
We're just gonna keep tally of who's calls over who's and shit.
I have Spencer's team week 6. I have the Saints and the Chargers week 6. Let's see. I have in our group thread. I just have basically Spencer's
Tribal
team.
wars.
Yeah. I don't have the Jets in my schedule this year. I don't have the 49ers, thank God, because they'd go almost.
You guys are going to win like 3 games this year, man.
Okay, let's play this game. Pull up the Chargers schedule. Lee.
I have it right in front of me, Bogey.
I know you do. You got it. You got it on
always
the
have
wall,
that
right in the
right
war
front of
room.
me. All righty.
I keep forgetting to ask y'all for the mic check. Pause. My shit.
Yeah, let's see. All right, we start off week 1 with the Raiders.
What?
Those pieces of shits, yeah. Then week 2, we got Carolina. We should walk over those pansies.
Yeah, but Bryce Young has been looking okay so far.
Yeah,
I think that system is gonna maybe showcase a little bit of his arm talent and not hold him back like I felt like he was being held back last year. He sucked last year. Don't get me wrong. So temper your expectations, but I think he's gonna have an improved season, and who knows? Maybe they'll have 4 or 5 wins.
Then we got week 3, we got the Steelers.
What?
And week 4, we have the Chiefs.
What?
Week 5, we have a bye.
He gets the buzzer on the bye.
Yeah,
How do you guys get the buzzer on the bye?
Week 6, we have the Donkeys.
The Broncos. I don't know. They might be okay too.
Week 7, we have the Cardinals.
I don't know, man.
And then we have week 8.
Carolina might be your only win.
Oh, whatever. Week 8, you got the Saints. Oh, shut up.
I'm just saying.
As long as I can stick to Spencer, I'll have.
Listen, if there's anyone that can prove me wrong, it's Jim Harbaugh.
I just want bragging rights against Spencer week 8.
Okay. That might happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends if Spencer Rattler's out. Who knows? I don't even know if Carr's playing.
I mean, I was about to say, as long as they have Derek Carr, everyone has a chance.
And then we have the Cleveland Browns week 9. I don't want to think about that game. I'm sorry.
Hello, ladies.
Then we have Tennessee week 10. And then we have week 11 is the Bengals.
Watson.
That's going to be a hell of a game. The Bengals is going to be a game.
You know what? What's your guys' offensive line like? I feel like you guys got the new guy.
Joel.
We got Joel.
Okay.
And the other tackle is pretty good.
One thing I was just when you go back to all that whole schedule we are just talking about is like, yo, that pass rush every week, maybe outside of the Broncos, like they don't really have anyone. Maybe Nick, what they got, Nick Benito. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like they got you guys are gonna be up against some ferocious pass rush here on that schedule. Yeah,
I got 5 to 6 wins tops.
I hate the Chargers.
We know that. Kid. I know that. You can say it all you want. That's fine. I'm perfectly. I've relegated myself that I'm never gonna win.
And for those that don't know, man, our man James Kidder right here, man. Kidder, he's from Dago, and he was a lifer when it came to the Chargers until he said enough. Right? They moved cities. He was like, "Fuck that," and he started rocking with the Jets because he figured if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it the right way and not just jump on some bandwagon that's already winning right now. You know what I'm saying? And I commend you for that.
Yeah.
How long you been a Jets fan now? Playing the Jets.
Years. 6 years.
6 years. There you go. Now you guys got Rodgers. You gotta feel good.
Yeah. The last talk that I heard is it's not surprising, I guess, but a lot of players are, they're not convinced that he's a real leader because he's kind of selfish. So
yeah, I saw the story that came out yesterday.
Brother,
yeah,
rooms in turmoil.
What's that?
If he plays football really well, though, then
What's that,
That could have shut a lot of people up.
They might not give a fuck what he gets
Exactly.
and does.
As long as they win, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
That will shut up all the naysayers, pretty much.
Hey, that's the thing though, because with Salah and like those last couple years, listen, as ugly as it was, they were always like not getting smacked. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
And it was like the defense was always straight. It's like the offense was just. I mean, even last year, bro. Whatever, you guys were a bottom 5 offense overall in offensive points. But still had, but Breece Hall still what number? He's top 2 running back.
Yep, number 2.
Yeah. See, that's a cheat code, y'all. Whenever you don't remember exactly what it was, just put yourself in the ballpark of it.
Hey, Bogey, you're a football guru. Can you tell me who the biggest free agent was in 1993?
His name was Primetime Neon Dion. Give me the money.
No, it was not. It was Reggie White.
It was Charles Haley.
Reggie White.
Haley.
Reggie White. He was the biggest sought-after free agent in 1993.
Wow. He went somewhere elsewhere after the Eagles? See, this is why I said I'm not a football guru.
Well, you know quite a bit more than I do. At times. I always say that. You're a walking memory bank.
The idiot and idiot savant. I swear to God, I'll remember that forever now, though. Reggie White.
In 1993, he was the biggest. They're saying Dak Prescott could become roughly the biggest free agent since Reggie White in 1993 next year.
Whoa. Mind blown. Okay. So,
brother,
can you imagine this?
What's that?
Reggie White was probably worth that money at the time.
No, for sure.
But Dak, I mean, come on, bro. What? The Brock has more
Super Bowl appearances
than Dak. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy that he's gonna get paid that kind of money. And if it's not the Cowboys, it's gonna be the Raiders. Because they're the only other stupid organization historically that overpays some QBs. Even right out the gate. Remember Jamarcus Russell fucking gave him $30 million guaranteed. They don't give a fuck.
Man, Devontae Adams is going to love that if he gets Dak Prescott in Vegas.
That would be kind of dope. You know what I mean? He would have a good defense. See, that's the thing, too, is like, here's where Aaron Rodgers loved the idea of going to the Jets. Because Saleh done whooped his ass for hella years and knocked him out the playoffs. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go there. So in my twilight years, I can have that defense like Manning did, like Brady did, like Elway did. You know what I mean? That defense.
Tino was just saying here, Dak's contract's an issue, and then he's got Zach Martin, and Lawrence contracts up. Only Dak and Micah need to get paid. I think Micah Parsons is going to go to Washington next year, to be honest with you.
Well, I think they're going to franchise tag the shit out of him.
If they don't franchise him, yeah.
Man, he better get like 15 plus sacks, bro. He's got to do it, bro.
No, but if he
franchise tag him, he has to match his rookie year still.
But here's the question: if Dak does leave, who the hell is Dallas going to sign for a quarterback?
Easy.
Or are they going to
Shadori.
draft Sanders? Or supposedly Sanders is supposedly Jerry's boy.
Listen, if I want Shadori, I'm going to get Shadori. Get me Prime on the phone. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? It's Prime. Prime, I want the rights to Shadori. They'll be like a minute. Listen, and say, okay, let's play this game. Who do you think is going to be shitty this year? The Chargers? Okay, so the Chargers, right? They're sitting there. They got Justin Herbert.
Right.
They'll be like, you know what? Like, you know what I mean? They'll be willing to move that pick. You know what I mean? Who else might be shitty?
Carolina,
Vikings.
Carolina, Vikings.
They got a guy, I guess, with McCarthy. Carolina, but Carolina would be interesting because I feel like they would be ready to move on from somebody. We've seen people move on from a Josh Rosen after 1 year. We've seen people move on from who else just got moved on from recently? Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Who else? Just Malik Willis, right?
Malik Willis in Green Bay.
Right? I was like, hey, came and went. Like, you know what I mean? And
Mac Jones,
Zach Wilson. You know what I mean?
That was the biggest bust.
Trey Lance.
Right there.
Fuck out of here. See, it happens though, right? That's why you got to respect someone like Baker. You know what I mean? He's been bounced around and disrespected. He's a rooster, goddammit. Stands with his chest out.
Yeah, but I don't see the Vikings. They got JJ McCarthy, so I don't see that.
They got JJ.
That's why they would move off.
Exactly. This is why I'm painting this scenario, because then it will be. I mean, hey, you know what you got all of a sudden? Hey, I'll give you Michael Parsons. Done. No, they wouldn't do that. They would. The reason why they would not pay Dak is so they could pay a Michael Parsons and go get Young at QB, because you're already paying a CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, exactly.
And see, my Niners organization, we're gonna end up getting the Brock for like 50 something, bro. I swear to God, he's gonna like.
You think he gets the Niners a discount?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he takes the first contract given to him. There's no negotiation with this.
Let's go. We're all paid.
I could see him taking 50 and say, "Here, let's call it a day."
Hey, look, 52. I was thinking like 52, 53. Like, he's gonna be happy as a motherfucker. Like, and it'll be like a 4 years, maybe like even like, look, if he did 4 years, 200 million, or 4 years. Oh, no, how about this? 5 years extension, right? And it'd be like 200 million, but then like the guarantees would be like 160. You know what I mean? 170. Let's go.
And then he'll be up again in what, in 2029 then, wouldn't he?
Pay everybody. Pay everybody. See, John Lynch is kind of that dude, bro. And when you think about it, fucking I'm pretty sure this has happened before, but it's the first time I've ever seen it. Like where they hire the head coach, and then Shanny's like, you know what? This guy's my GM. You know what I mean? That was like part of the thing. Like, all right, you hired me.
Tino goes, the NFLPA will never let Purdy take 50. LOL.
Hey, the Players Association be hot as a motherfucker. But see, they were always hot at Brady.
Tino, remember, we're in Bogey's world.
Come on, listen, bro. And okay, but listen, while we're on it, we paid Ayuk, right? Bang, called it, right? Then next, we're gonna restructure the existing contract that Trent Williams has.
Kittle.
We're gonna, huh?
You gotta restructure Kittle.
No. It's right to Trent Williams now. This is the dominoes right here. Because like I've been saying this for weeks. It's gonna go Brandon Ayuk. We take care of him. Then we go right to Trent Williams. Boom. goddamn restructure his shit, make him the highest paid, front load the shit out of his shit, make him the highest paid yearly salary. Because who just got paid right now? That pissed him off. There's a left tackle that just got paid. Really pissed him off. And now I swear to God, the week that dude got paid, he was like, fuck that. I'm holding out. Anyways, then we go right to Kittle, restructure his shit, make his shit friendlier to the cap, and bang. Then next year, I swear Debo will be like, yeah, you know, I'll take a little, I'll restructure and take a little, you know what I'm saying, a little cap friendlier. Because I feel like we're just trying to keep the gang together. And Brock is like everybody's kid that like was like found on the doorstep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, right?
And they're all just like raising him together as a village. You know what I mean?
And I see the 49ers yesterday before they made the deal with the Ayuk that they wanted to ship out. They wanted Cortland Sutton.
I'm so glad that didn't happen.
And then Denver declined it.
Thank you, Denver.
Because if it did, then they're going to ship Ayuk to Pittsburgh.
And that would have made me mad as a motherfucker, man. But you know what's so crazy is that in the multiverse, there was a version of it where that would have happened, and I would have been mad as a motherfucking dog. I wouldn't have been on this show right now, bro.
I know you.
I'll be high. I'll be in the chat yelling and shit. All caps. I'm so glad that didn't happen. That's why I'm happy.
Not a Cortland Sutton guy, huh?
No, I'm not mad at Cortland Sutton. I don't like. Why would we get rid of Ayuk to get Cortland Sutton? Fuck
Yeah,
that.
it's a
You know what I
personal
mean?
reason for me. I don't want to have Pickens and Ayuk on the same
Exactly.
team. It's like,
See?
God damn it.
With our powers combined,
They
he made
ain't
the
shit.
phone call.
Fine. But if you leave them separated and they got their own squads to fuck with, that I think they're going to be fantasy viable as fuck.
You do have a lot of squads that had the two of them though too. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was stressing when I heard that news. I was like, man, and every time they put that Pittsburgh news up there, it's like, oh, they're getting close. They're getting close. I'm like, damn it.
And I even told Lee at
Why
one
didn't they
point,
just
he
keep
was like,
fucking Deontay Johnson? Damn it. Fuck.
Well,
I mean-
Pittsburgh has to have one of the worst wide receiver rooms in the league right now.
Yeah.
but then see, you know what? For
Very-
fantasy, that kind of makes us. Should we like really love George Pickens now? I think I was saying that to y'all the other day. I was like, fuck, I don't have any George Pickens like that.
I have one share of him. That's
Because
about
he
it.
actually was a decent value now if he's gonna get just all the freaking buku targets. But I still think they're like a 25, maybe like a 22 to 25 pass attempt team if they're like gonna be a winning team. You know what I mean? Like like I think they're gonna be a defense and run team like whoa. Like we're gonna see some old school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. But I don't know.
Russ know how to extend them long, lengthy drives. Pause.
I don't know. I don't know who would you say has the worst wide receiver room in the league? Pittsburgh, New England, who?
We'll see. New England's low key because they got the kid Polk, who was a dope talent. But you know, we'll see. Then who else? Can't say.
Baker.
The Chargers don't have a great play. We have McConkey, Palmer, Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, I guess you could say the Chargers too. Let's put the Chargers.
We've got to be at least top 5, one of the worst wide receiver rooms, at least. I won't lie. As a Chargers fan, it's sad.
Washington, for now, if you ask me, it's really just McLaurin, which I love because that's another version of Pickens, right? It's like what my argument for Pickens. I was just saying, like, if you just got the one guy, he's probably going to get most of the targets. But in this case, they might even throw at a higher clip in Washington. And it's just McLaurin.
Yeah.
Someone's going to emerge. I hope it's Luke.
That's true.
White boy Luke. LMC. Okay. Yeah. What about okay, so I guess Arizona got improved because I was gonna say Arizona, but yeah, they added Marvin Harrison.
Carolina improved, but that just was Deontay Johnson.
I guess there it is. Carolina's kind of like, yeah. I like Deontay Johnson, but
that's about it.
I don't really like him that much. I think he's the worst wide receiver one out of any of these teams we're talking about.
Okay, what else? Sure. Yeah, I think that one might take the cake. But see, for at least for like the Chargers' sake, you have a Justin Herbert, that talent throwing the ball. So you know what I mean. So he's gonna make somebody dope, And I think I'm still saying Lad might hit for 100, but let's go. Might be like 900 yards though, but
Oh, for sure.
he might hit.
Yep, Niners could have jacked it.
Fire up the bagpipes. Fire up something. What else we got, Lee?
Not much. Let's see.
Now, you got a gang of shit. This is good. This is fun. Again, we're getting the big massive because you know what? A lot did happen too. And now like the preseason's done, all the shakeups, you know what I mean?
I see a lot of these players are going to start wearing the Guardian hats during the season now. The Colts, Kyron Grayson, and safety Rodney Thomas are going to wear the Guardian hats during the season now, not just in preseason.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Thompson's low key. He had some games last year.
And I see Denzel Ward's going to start wearing a new helmet after his 5th concussion.
Denzel Ward should. Okay. Hold on. How many? Hold on. What's the
5
record?
concussions.
What's the record record concussions? Because I remember Jordan Reed. Didn't he have like 9 of them motherfuckers?
I think something like that. Some crazy number.
I mean, man.
I'm trying to think. Other news. Okay.
So PB and Waivers wants to know. Shout out PB and Waivers. He's asking about how you feeling about the IU news. He's if you just tuned in.
He's happy.
Man, I'm happy as a motherfucker. Like DJ Peacock in the building. On the one.
Now, Bogey, with this Cleveland restructure with Watson, they have $62 million in cap space. What do you think is Cleveland's need then with that money?
Okay, so to me, it's definitely because they just paid whatever Amari Cooper for this 1 year deal, right? They restructured him.
You think
what are they giving him, like 25?
I think it's 25, something like that.
Yeah, so it could be that. You know what I mean? Also, they just paid JOK. Shout out to my man Joker. Fucking deserves the bag. Please don't play shitty now just because you got the bag now, JOK. Because that wouldn't be A-OK. Shout out to my man Jeremiah Wosu. Kumura.
Now, when is Miles Garrett?
Come on, man. Haven't you seen? It's like every year they come out with a new helmet. So I think what it is the outer shell being hard is potentially the issue. So what they're trying to come up with is how do we soften the shell and protect the player wearing the helmet, because it's usually the player that is absorbing the contact that is getting injured, and it might be for like other extremities where they're trying to prevent. They're trying to prevent like hand injuries. Like how many times have you seen a quarterback come down, hit the helmet, break their fucking shit or whatever, and they're like, oh fuck. But if there's something to hit that's not hard shell, it might reduce those injuries and consequentially, like for the helmet to helmet impact, it's definitely going to greatly lower the concussion risk. I think they're just they constantly try and improve with the helmet thing. And they've been doing it ever since I was in high school. I remember when they brought the old I was wearing the old like early 90s joints, and then they came out with ones that came out just a little bit further on your jawline, and then the face mask wrapped up a little bit, and those were supposed to be extremely safe, but obviously we've got
came a long
tons
way.
of evolution on the helmet. It'd be nice to actually research that and come up with a topic on helmets, because the helmets is a good story. The fact is, for youth football, they can't afford all the fancy helmets, so you don't see like little kids wearing them, and their impacts aren't as severe, so they can get away with like the basics. But the NFL, man, they got all sorts of fucking options. They could wear probably like almost a dozen helmets by now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is the thing about helmets, right? Is kids out there, live your life first. Always wear your helmet.
I love that.
Doc's,
Hold on, hold on,
the
hold on.
best, man.
I'm a doctor. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. See this? See this right here is the shoulders. This is the neck. On top of the neck is your head. See that?
Yeah.
The helmet goes on top of the head. See that? Inside the head is a brain. That brain, all of it. I'm a doctor. Hit the drop.
There we go.
For real though.
Oh man, that's a great
I'm
prop.
a doctor.
Doctor, what do you call tequila, but it's past the sunrise?
Oh, that's the graveyard ship. We call that a business meeting out on the green. That's when you're out
Here's
on the
the
green.
news for you. The Giants have brought in cornerback Adoree Jackson for a physical today and a workout, and have contract negotiations on the way right now. Yes, to this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm still not used to the drop, but I love it though. I don't lie, I love it.
Hey, you gotta here's how you do it. You gotta just set it up. Be like, oh, I got some news here, and just
It's almost like I
yes.
Oh, no. Oh man.
We have some news for you. News
Yeah.
flash. I'm a doctor.
Oh dear God. Heaven, this is hysterical.
Okay. And going back to the Brandon Ayuk thing, telling you all this is, and even Trent Williams too. I bet you the conversation outside of it is like, or behind closed doors was like, yeah, you know, I'm just chilling right now. He's like, yeah, we're gonna take care of this Brandon Ayuk thing, and that was a lot of the news too coming out. Was that the Brandon Ayuk deal had a lot to do with making sure that they'll be able to immediately work Trent Williams out. You know what I mean?
When do you think that deal's gonna be done, Bogey? It's gotta be done before the season.
Yeah, and at most it might be similar to like the Bosa situation where they took it
2
down
nights
to
before
like
the season.
they took it down to like week 1's practice week, and he came through on that Wednesday and got his bag, and then like he was very limited in that first game last year against the Steelers, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was at the bar yesterday talking about this, and I brought up the idea that it's like they got extra time because they got the Monday night joint, so they could take all the way up through Wednesday this time, and then maybe even push it to like the Thursday or the Friday, and
And you said he racked up about 5 M's already in
Fines, yeah.
yeah, that shit gets expensive. That's when the player starts to cave. They're like, oh shit. Man, I didn't get paid all year, and all of a sudden I can't get paid for this easy shit. Like
they start hitting Brandon Ayuk up.
All I gotta do is be there and
40,
get paid.
41,000.
I'm not there, so I'm not getting paid. And yeah, that's where Ayuk probably settled into the building and said, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Well,
he took the same deal he had on the table 3 weeks ago.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. That's that same deal we done offered him. See, and then that's the night. Look at the Niners.
This is Brandon Ayuk planned the whole time. He's like, I'm gonna run it down to the wire. He's like that annoying drafter in your league that takes all the time to make the decision.
That's me.
But you know, as soon as the 49ers said they were going to penalize him, and fine him. Then again, about 2 hours later, he signs his ass.
Good on him, man. He did it the right way. I know it's been annoying talking about Brandon Ayuk. He shouldn't be the number one conversation in the NFL, but he did business, man. He got what he could get out of the situation and stayed on the team that he wanted to stay on. So,
and even Uncle Jerry too. Like, I'm pretty sure they had that deal already in place. You know what I'm saying? It was already ready to get inked up, but they were like, we're gonna, you know, there. What else? Peacock was saying, it's like, what else would anyone talk about the Cowboys for then?
There was nothing. There was nothing in Dallas.
Like, so every day, it's like, oh, CeeDee Lamb said, you know what I mean? Uncle Jerry said, I'm the best fucking owner ever. You know how much this motherfucker's worth?
I know Captain and I would go out to Starbucks, and all we hear is this group of people that sit there every single week, and they're talking about CeeDee Lamb. I'm like, I just heard this last week.
I heard some Halloween decorations. Who's putting up Halloween decorations already? I swear to God, I heard like a witch.
Yeah,
I've got another week to put mine up.
Is it? It's definitely not me.
That's the Jerry Jones drop.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was in one of Bogey's or Lee's houses. They're like,
yes,
motion activated.
That's our producer slash DJ slash fucking everything.
I don't hate that. I leave mine out all season.
Department.
Yeah,
he does it all. And shout out to neonpeacockmerch.com, by the way, y'all.
Yep.
Yes, and I'm excited to order the Smoking the Bear. Yes, and it's during the sale week. Yes.
Speaking of that, I gotta order my shirts now.
Yes, there's a sale.
Oh, you gotta get on it right now because the sale ends on the 3rd.
Yeah, I gotta order I gotta order my shirts and the banner.
Yeah, that's 40% off for all of y'all that figured it out. We're promoting the hell out of his channel so he can get all sorts of sales, and it's gonna benefit you. This is an easy way to like gift for Christmas. In fact, it's like an early Black Friday sale.
I couldn't find the GWN shirts last night.
Were the actual both of them?
Yeah, the actual GW. I couldn't find them. I found everything. Peacock. I couldn't find the GWN shirts.
Yeah, I had to take them down for a bit just to make room for some other stuff, but they're back up.
Yep. Yeah, they're in the archives.
Gotcha. I'm gonna make my order this morning. Actually, this afternoon. Sorry.
It's a big store. You got to make room for the new product occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's the thing about neonpeacockmerch.com is that there's always brand new product coming at you all day from the mind of the peacock.
Yeah, four new designs dropped yesterday.
Yeah,
I saw that. I'm getting my Chargers one right now.
Sweet.
Bolt up. Ooh, you should get one with the because it actually happened. Remember, they got struck by a lightning bolt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just SoFi getting struck by lightning.
And SoFi.
Jim Harbaugh and he's Zeus. Yeah, because you know what's funny about Jim Harbaugh? He's steady going to become the face of that while he's there. That's one thing about Jim Harbaugh. Is he's so polarizing that we have, and Justin Herbert, you guys got to fill me on this one. He's kind of like very even keel. He's not really the craziest rah-rah guy. He's not all flashy in the media. You know what I mean? And he's like,
he does a Subway commercial.
Yeah, that was pretty badass.
Yeah, it was.
He did do I think it was Head and Shoulders too early on when he was a rookie.
Yeah, he did. That was his first commercial. Yeah,
he was like, screw them. They, you know what I mean? They dropped him or something like that. He's like, fuck. Or maybe he wanted to show that it actually worked. He didn't have dandruff, huh? I swear when he shaved his head, he fell off that year. I swear, dude.
No, I gotta take this one. Get my Lab McConkey Herbert shirt.
Yep, pretty soon you're gonna have your whole fantasy team on shirts.
Pretty much, yeah.
Neon Peacock.
See that.
We'll run that promo for everybody real fast.
Yeah, let's get that promo. Let's go.
Sounds good. Here we go.
NeonPeacockMerch.com. Cool. Ooh, see, that'll change the game when they start letting. Well, actually, I might even be able to do that. I just gotta get aboard, get some delays. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, right?
because that's an
What
XLR.
shirts do you have?
You can plug it in right into the actual DJ.
Exactly. And then I just plug it right into my interface, and then we're in there. And I can just do it live.
Yeah.
NeonPeacockMerch.com. Jamaican horror.
Pioneer joints go wild, man.
Jamaicans.
Kiddo, what shirts do you have recently regotten?
I ordered a forest green breeze.
Oh,
if you
that's
go-
dope.
The
That's
Broadway
dope.
Breeze.
2020
That's pretty
Playmaker.
cool.
Yeah. And then I think it was Bakes that suggested the design of the fantasy football schematics with the 4 footballs and then all like the remember that game? You put all the shits together and you got your pencils and you would just like
Spirograph.
yes, that thing.
Yeah.
It looked just like a fucking spirograph fucking drawing. It was
We
tight.
used to play the game where you try not to stab your fingers. You go. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Oh, that's the Russian roulette. No,
Yeah,
it's
what-
not Russian roulette. What do they call that
What
shit?
are those
Something
things
like that.
called? Where you make you make pie with it, the 3.14. You know, you put the pencil and and it has the little shank on it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, that sounds
That's
great.
great.
Yeah, it's like you put the pencil in the thing, and then you it's like a little shank thing, and it
Did
stands
it look like
up.
a sprocket or a gear?
Yeah, yes, and then you can. It's like a protractor. There you go.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it has a shank on it.
For sure.
Yeah, they didn't know. They just had us carrying shanks, man. They thought we were just going to math class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was rough out there for a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? Gotta have your protractor handy.
My daughter's 15, so I don't know. Do they have Spirograph for kids anymore? Is that a thing?
I'm not sure.
But yeah, we used to play the game. You know, you put your hands on the thing. Go, ta, 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 ta.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used
Pretty
to
much.
I mean, that shit as kids. What's the one where you wrap up the little like a quarter, and it's like a little triangle, little paper thing, and you just slide this bitch. You slide this bitch. You kick this motherfucker. Whoop. You know what I mean? So you're on the other side. You're just like this. You know what I mean?
Paper football?
Yeah, there you go. It's not a coin though. Actually, the coin one is when you slide it into each other's knuckles like idiots. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah,
But
that one
the paper football, yeah, for sure.
all day.
All day, yeah. There'd be triangles on the floor everywhere in the class.
Yeah, I used to put a little penny in
Orders
that
placed.
Who?
Orders placed.
Nice. Yeah, I want to get me some. I got to start getting me some. I gotta really take advantage of this sale because I want it's already fall. I need to get like some fucking hoodies and some fucking zip ups and shit like that. Get the GW.
No, I wear
As
mine out whenever I
exclusive
go.
news for anybody who's watching, I will extend the sale after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, but for now, till September 3rd, go get it now. It's just like the going out of business, the going out of business sign. He's like, oh no, it's just good business. You know what I mean? We're never.
This isn't a Neon Peacock, but this is the same quality that you get from because he turned me on to that website and I just started browsing. And I'm like, oh fuck! So I got this Stray Fighter with the two cats going at it, and
sick.
The shirt quality is top notch. I've always liked Gildan, and I'm super happy that this company's chosen to use Gildan shirts as their wear because they're very comfortable. They wash really well, and yeah, you're getting a nice shirt. You're not just getting some $4 Walmart shirt. It feels good and it.
No, they're very quality shirts. The quality is excellent.
There's two types. There's the regular and the classic. The regular is a little bit thinner and it's more modern looking, I guess. It's tighter to the body. The neckline is a little bit different, but the classic, it's like it feels like 100% cotton tee, and it's a little bit more durable. I think it could last a whole season without getting like faded or whatever. And the
real.
print, for sure. I don't think that I'm not worried about the print. The quality of the print, I think is as good as it's gonna get. I don't think they're gonna just like start falling apart. It's not like a
Nope.
work short. Sometimes you get like work shirts from some companies, and you do a couple washes, and the labels and all that shit start falling off from print. I don't think this is gonna happen with these shirts.
Yeah.
And like I'm an OCD cat, so some of my older Peacock joints from like a year ago or 2 years ago, they all still look fresh as fuck. And I'm gonna say I'm OCD because I wash that motherfucker every time I wear it. And 9 times out of 10,
Turn it inside out. I had an ex-girlfriend tell me that. She's like, she started turning all my shit inside
oh,
out.
yeah, off top, you didn't know that?
Nah.
Now, Bogey, what's our show schedule for next week with the season starting?
Good question, because we got a lot of shows. So I think this month, I'm not sure if it's this Monday, but for sure, we'll be closing out week 1 with if it'll either be episode 2 or the return of the Guru Nation Power Hour. You know what I mean? That'll be a show that comes on about an hour or so before the Monday nights kickoff. And shout out to Heart to Star, because we will be going live doing a watch parties, multi-streaming to everybody joint. You know what I mean? Sundays we'll be doing Wake Your Game Up. That'll be an extra addition to Wake Your Game Up. And then that'll be then Guccini. He'll be brighten up early for all the East Coasters too.
Is that your Wake Your Game start and sit?
Yeah, Wake Your Game Up, and that's going to be basically that's what it is. Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you. Yeah, I mean, we did come up with that in the power meeting, man.
Yeah.
You kind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got the Houston Huddle coming back. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? We obviously got playmakers, you know what I mean? And we had the debut of the Diamond Joe show last night. You know what I mean?
I woke up at 2:30 in the morning last night, and I was like, "Oh, look at that, Diamond Joe!" And I watched that shit. It was it's funny. That's gonna be.
I watched it today.
There's still so much more. This is only the tip of the iceberg. Pause.
Yeah.
There's so much more that you just have in store for the season of just all his off-season antics, because he's thoroughly enjoying.
It's a show about Diamond Joe.
It really is. And we're and that's a 14-team East Side League, and I've never seen the show The League until I did see The League. But by the time I saw The League, I was like, this is like the close. I was like, I've been living that within this league. Just a bunch of fucking idiots. Only it's an actual 14-teamer, not just some 8-team league. And yeah, but and I hate them all. Yeah. And it's my journey next. All right, Diamond Joe. Yeah, hold on. Let me calm down for a second there.
The Diamond Joe show actually hacked the channel. We were currently trying to figure out how to remove it.
It's funny because Red's been like, if you think I'm disgruntled, he's been disgruntled for way longer, and he finally donned the crown. And he's like, he was even telling me, he's like, listen, this is offer right after the show. He's like, if I win again, it's gonna be even worse. And I'm like, yes. If I actually don't win, I hope he does. Like, if I don't win, I hope he does. I swear to God. Makes for good content.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
all right.
Me.
So the Yahoo is definitely the only way. I know he dives into the sleeper, but he would never transition a league over to the fucking sleeper format because of the time and stuff.
Yeah, and we definitely wanted to. He tried to start up on the show last night. He talks about how at one point he wanted to do a dynasty with like calories and all kind of extra shit. You know what I mean? So he goes ahead and builds one on. And all of us joined it, and it didn't get past the beta phase at all. It was definitely a failure to launch. That was last year, right? Because then that would have been everyone that had joined. It would have been all their introduction to Sleeper, because they're all Yahoo heads except for like Tino, because Tino's a real degen. Shout out to my twin.
Yeah. Now, Bogey, where's JD's draft this weekend?
it's undisclosed.
Cabo, right?
Wow.
Or,
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying because you know what I'm saying he got some other things going on. He was like, he's at home right now. They're all in Cabo. He's gonna be drafting remote for real.
He's gonna be a real captain.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Hey, when he was showing that footage of him in Miami, though, right? Because they got some vicious rules, bro. Like if you in the live draft, if you say a name that was already drafted, you have to take a shot, and it ain't no regular shot. It's like some double whammies. You know what I mean? And like him and the homie, they were back to back, and they just kept going up there saying names that was already drafted, and ain't nobody. Obviously, no one's gonna help nobody because they're just like. And they're at shout out to MJD because MJD he's been a long-standing member of their league. You know what I mean? So they'll be at Maurice Jones-Drew's spot in Miami. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That shit with Adam Rankin had me fucking dying. I was like, fucking for real, bro. How much did you pay him?
There's 13 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was gonna come out to Vegas for real. He even says it in one of the clips. He's like, I was gonna come out there, but yeah. So he chopped it up, in little pieces, but because we were gonna, this was gonna all be.
What's the stack to have? And he's like, trust me on this one. It's CD and DAX stack. I'm like, this motherfucker. Oh shit.
So, who's your quarterback from the Vegas draft?
Oh, I didn't draft.
Oh, you didn't draft?
I was an emergency replacement a spectator, or actually, I didn't spectate.
No, we were gonna draft actually. Here's the thing:
they got halfway through round one. I say, you know what? I'm passing out. I gotta get some sleep. That's how cats do. we find a spot, we get comfortable, and plug it.
So, Bogey, did you get a stack lineup or what?
I think I got the Baker Godwin stack in my shit. It wasn't really it wasn't forced, but because I waited on QBs in that league. You know what I mean? It's not it's a 5 point per passing touchdown league. So they're a little nerfed, but it's a one for every 25 passing yards. So you know what I mean? I didn't mind waiting.
Now what is this? The 14 team league you're in?
Yeah, 14 team super flex. With full IDPs, yep, and a fucking kicker, and every year I try to oppose the kicker. This is the first year on the record that I didn't even make a peep out of it because I swear to God they all vote the kicker in. And even last year, commish was like, first of all, I call the commish the Kim Jong-un of fantasy, right? But he just goes, "We're keeping kickers, all right, Boogie." I was like, all right, commish. Because you know why? I'm the guy who goes up against Kami Fairbairn on like a Sunday nighter, and this is the guy's last player, and I'm winning by like 29, and then he puts up 30 on me. Fuck that shit.
Wow.
That shit has happened to me.
Nah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Damar Hamlin. And at least Adam Rank, he went soft on me. He's like, Bogey, you're pretty terrible in that league. But then Damar Hamlin happened. I'm like, you let me off. It hurts. You know what's funny? I'm responsible for Adam Rank Adam Rank rant. There you go. He went out. He had just did a draft with us, but he had auto drafted most of the way because he had to leave and go do a goddamn the fantasy live, and it's a super flex. And I know he's a Chicago Bears fan. This is 2021, so I get Justin Fields hella late. And at this point, Justin Fields is like my fourth QB. You know what I mean? But he's not finna start. But this guy, he has 0 QBs. Oh, I think he had Watson. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And I auto drafted him Watson, and so he just has Justin Fields. So I'm like, it was a QB premium, but this is a kid who's not a starter at the point, and I just wanted to have like an extra skill position guy, and I love me some Joe Mixon, so I sent Justin Fields to get Joe Mixon. Right, boom, goes on the show, and he goes, man, he's like, I auto draft on this in this super flex, And he's like, now I had to give up my RB1 for a quarterback that's not even starting. You know what I mean? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Ha I actually
Guess what? He
respect
still ain't starting all these years later.
yeah, that trade paid me off exponentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of
Yeah, I
trade you gotta
traded
make?
for Justin Fields a couple times, maybe, but then recently I got rid of all of them. It was all pre-draft, so I got rookie picks and maybe a player, but yeah, I had to recoup some of that. Like I didn't want him anymore. I truly was a Fields like guy. I was like, okay, this guy's got his college career was so standout, especially passing. It wasn't even about his legs in fucking college, but it has not translated. And then the last time I watched the preseason game, and then he's just like a play happened. They called a like a jet sweep type of deal where it was going to be like a perfect opportunity for him to target the sweep, but he didn't even realize that the three receivers on the outside were outnumbering the two defensive backs. So they had a 4-on-2. And he just decides to get the ball and run to the left and then get stopped like an inch before the goal line. And then they hand it off and then they get the touchdown. So, I mean, in hindsight, it doesn't matter. But when you're a quarterback, a good quarterback, you see the defense. And you know
who would have gotten to that pylon?
You have to do your pre-snap read. So if you have a perfect play called up and you don't execute it, it's like, what the fuck is going on back there in his mind? And then I didn't know he had the fucking what is that? The blinking lights will fuck him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what dropped
Epilepsy?
him in the epilepsy.
I didn't know.
But who is that?
He takes medication that I guess that and he hasn't had like an episode in like years or something like that.
Yeah, but that medication might be like just kind of reducing it. He might still have episodes because out there he doesn't look right.
All of the lights.
Right. Something going on with that man.
Flashlights, drug lights, cop lights.
Man, I really wanted Justin Fields to do good.
Turn up the lights in here, baby.
Where do you think? How long do you think Wilson lasts? Russ lasts until Field starts.
Okay, pull up their schedule. Let's play this game.
I got week 5, I think. That's what I had it.
Pull it up. Let's play it. Turn up the lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this.
All right, let's see. Steelers. Schedule. Pittsburgh Steelers. Where are you? Pittsburgh.
Kickers score points. I don't give a fuck. They're not real football players.
All right, the Steelers schedule. Here we go.
Yes,
they start off with Atlanta,
the kicker.
Denver, and the Chargers, the first 3 games. Then they got Indy, Dallas, and Vegas.
And you got a revenge game in there? 3-0.
Atlanta, Denver, Chargers, Indianapolis, Dallas, Vegas, Jets, Giants. Until their bye week, week 9.
They open up with Atlanta too, right?
Yep. Yeah, the first 2 are away, Atlanta and Denver.
Ooh. Okay. Russ is historically good on the road too. This is why he's the starter, bro. It's because he's just an actual professional. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that raw talent is buried deep down inside Fields. But just turn up the lights in here, baby. That's fucked up though. That's how he dropped. And you know what's funny is like Belichick. He was right there in the smack dab in the middle, and I feel like they had something to do with that. They were tied to him. They weren't really tied to Mac Jones like that. He just fell, and they're like, Mac Jones, screw it.
Mac Jones, and they got
like, give me love handles.
Bogey, do you think Belichick's the next Dallas head coach?
No,
You don't think so?
no. It would
Who do you
be
think?
because you can't have. I mean, what's his name? You know, you already had Bill Parcells, who's definitely you know, he's like the Darth Plagueis of it all. If Bill Belichick is the Darth Sidious, you know what I mean? That was his master, and then he did not get along with Jerry Jones. Like Jerry Jones,
No.
he runs that show. It would be like the Giants because that would probably be like a big homecoming for him. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
It's
Or
got to
it
come
would
from
be,
the McVay tutelage.
or,
It's like
or it would be
or they bring back Kellen Moore and he becomes the guy.
Oh dear golly.
I think first of all, I don't think they get rid of McCarthy. I mean, he has too many wins over there. It's kind of what he did in Green Bay. Just, but you know, you got all these wins. but not
Cowboy
playoff wins.
fans here want him gone. I mean, they want him gone. They can't stand.
I can't stand them either. But I love when they're back because they're just awesome in fantasy. Let's go. And they're like they have to run it up because then their defense got mad holes. But like, I mean, they do have Zimmer, and Zimmer will make them better.
Well, speaking of Zimmer, the reason why Dalvin Cook came was because of Zimmer. I was reading.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
That was one of the biggest reasons.
Even I mean, he was the head coach that drafted him. He was the guy that was the incumbent after Adrian Peterson. Week 1 that year, Peterson was on the other sideline with the Saints, and Dalvin Cook put up 100 in his face. And they hadn't had a 100-yard rusher in like hella long since Adrian Peterson because like he had just been beat up those couple years prior.
Yeah,
remember they put him on the exempt list because
exempt list the abuse, yeah,
and the kids would switch,
yeah,
and then he made it worse because they were like, I'm from the South, like, I mean, which is like, you know what I mean? If anyone knows, that's like that's just, you know, it's a normal thing
for sure.
Days, but yeah, definitely didn't age well.
So how many drafts do you have left of the year, Bogey?
I got the one more left.
I got 2.
Yeah, I drastically cut down last year because I did like a bunch of the miscellaneous, like a dozen miscellaneous redrafts last year because, like, you know what I'm saying, I was just showing some love, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I kind of cut those out. You know what I mean?
I got 2 money leagues that
all the leagues I've always been in, I'm in still, except for, you know what I mean? All the extra redrafts that I would just do miscellaneously. Because then most of my redrafts that I host, they're all $200 and they're all long standing. Even the SBI, that's $150, and that's all the homies. That one's long standing too. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but we're gonna have fun this year. A lot of war. We got one more. This one's an offense only, Superflex Premium. You know what I mean? This one's a mixture of straight D-gens and fantasy, and then also fantasy enthusiasts that are just gamblers that they want to play in leagues that are, you know what I mean? And we got this one's dope because we got Minnesota Dennis, you know, and this one he's joining the party on that one. We got his man Viking Kev, he's in that thing. Guccini JD's he's a longstanding member in that one, you know what I'm saying? Got myself Steamboat or Diamond Joe, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Kid is in it this year. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the war. You know what I mean? Got my nephew in there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Devontae. You know what I'm saying? He was also a long-standing competitor in the SBI, but he dipped out of that one this year. Then we got Candlestick, my brother-in-law. He's in there, always killing shit. You know what I mean? Man, we got some hitters in there. You know what I mean? That one's a beast. You know what I'm saying?
What's the clock on that? That's one of my work nights, so I gotta be ready. I gotta have my.
It's a minute and a half. It's a minute and a half because we always do that because we always have
and what time is the start time?
See, that's what we haven't determined yet. It'll usually be. I'm trying to. We do have some Midwesters because usually this has been like a strictly West Coast time zone thing. So this year it'll probably be like I want to say 7:30 or 8, the latest. You know what I mean? It's gonna go by quick as fuck, though. You know what I mean?
Like 18 rounds, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Kid, how many leagues are you in total this year?
Redraft? I cut that shit out. I do a lot of best ball, but I have the 32 team league, which is like it's got a special place. I love 32 teamers, and then
I love to see my creations flourish.
This I have 6 dynasties, but yeah, I think when it comes to redraft, it's the 32 teamer. It's the one coming up, and that's it. I don't have any other.
Yeah.
But I don't need them because I have so many best balls.
That's
It's
crazy.
just
You're only
like
in 6 dynasties. I'm in 19.
I throw my money into leagues that can win me thousands and thousands. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I was a kid that hit me up earlier. He's like, "Yep." He's like, "I'm like, what you doing?" He's like, he just came out for eating. He came from the burger joint, right? He's just straight. I can hear the little city ambience in the background. You know what I mean? Then boom, he gets to the crib. I'm like, what you got going right now? He's like, shit, about to jump in the draft. You know what I mean? It's what was it, the $15, something like that?
yeah, $15 per entry will get you the opportunity to become a first. You get $500,000, the life changing money.
And you got to match 150. How many teams you got in that joint?
Not a lot. Not like some of these guys. They do 150. They max them out, but
yeah.
I got like a dozen. But I usually come up, whatever it is. I pick the money.
500,000 is the main prize. What you're saying?
Yeah, because they got the
payout structures.
The payout structure is heavily influenced on how many people join. So if they max out, which they're not going to do it this season, which is beneficial for getting on number 1 overall, but the payout structure is going to be easier to obtain.
Have you ever had any Watson teams just based on the fact that, like, I'm pretty sure you Watson and Bryce Young, like, obscure kind of, because when you think of best ball in these big tournaments, you might have to have like one piece on some of these teams that might be, you know what I mean?
You know, this is single flex, so I usually try. The last draft I did, I had to do the Mahomes Kelsey stack. So the first pick was CD, and then second pick was who was the second pick? It was a running back, Saquon. So I got Saquon in the second, and then the third I got Kelsey, and then in the fourth I picked up Mahomes. So I stabilized every positional piece.
Yes.
With like WR1, RB1, tight end 1, quarterback 1, and then I build off of that, like based on my value. So I didn't have a game plan after that point. My original game plan was, Peacock would love this, I wanted to get an all Texans team, but since I had the second pick overall, that was like almost not, like, it was a guaranteed never gonna happen. You have to have like a 6th round, like the 6th pick or like the 7th pick, and then you might be able to pull it off. But with the second pick in the draft, I wasn't able to pull off any of that. So
I swear to God, I've been trying to do that.
I was able to get Mixon, and
I've been trying
I'm
to
happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, best ball's a different methodology. I don't like picking up players that I can't bank on being healthy at the end of the season. So sometimes I'll reach for some of the guys that are younger, and then because that's kind of like their time to shine at the end of the season. So I'll have guys pull away towards the end of the season. So when it comes to the playoff time, when you start reducing the number of players, at least I'll have those guys that are out there producing, as opposed to like the straight off the bat fucking heavy hitters. The consistencies with the older players sometimes wear out towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
It's a good mix of people. We don't do best ball shows in this fucking community, but if we did, I would have to be the guy to handle business there.
Yeah. You never know. We could do it.
Yeah.
Because you know what's crazy is those week to week best ball joints are pretty nuts too.
Hey Bogey, when is that roster cut down?
Oh yeah, we got to do that, right? We'll do that after the show.
Okay.
I already announced it just to prep everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get everything down. Start chomping them down. You know what I'm saying? Like some real NFL organizations. Look at us.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, shit. You got anything else for us, Lee?
Not much. Nothing else is flying out that's new.
I think that might be him. You know what I mean? That was a good news day. See,
Yep.
you know what I mean? You killed that, Lee.
Yep.
I just got a trade offer. I don't like it at all.
Okay,
Especially how I acquired this pick. So I have Bo Nix, and somebody wants Bo Nix. Who doesn't want Bo Nix? It's a dynasty.
Big Bo.
Come on now. So he's sitting over the premier, or one of the premier linebackers in Zaire Franklin. I love it. But man, you're undercutting the whole the prospect. Like, know who you're trading with, people. Like sometimes you have to.
Bo Nix.
That's just
No. He has a second piece, which is on the low end, anyways. Like if you're trying to get a quarterback in a superflex league, you better be offering a lot.
Oh, exactly.
even on a rookie that hasn't played a single game.
Mm-hmm.
But he's only offering a fourth. I'm like, I've been like, this is busted. Like, and I know if I counter with something respectable, he's gonna be like, well, that's asking way too much. It's like, don't come at me then. Like, you can't offer me a high end linebacker, Brandon, right?
Dance, you can dance.
And then give me a fourth for Bo Nix. And you know how I acquired Bo Nix? I gave up Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, wow.
So I traded Christian McCaffrey for rookie first and second, and I picked Bo Nix and Troy Franklin. And so I'm like, no, I can't even seriously consider this.
That's insane.
And then, so if I was going to counter, I already told him I have interest in Justin Herbert, and then he's got Josh Jacobs on the block. So I recoup
and pay up something.
Right. It's like the conversation should end at the Josh Jacobs and another piece, but the another piece is going to be a quarterback. Fuck it, because there's not a lot of
I'm not giving up one when I just
Andy Reid just came
not
out.
a lot of hype on
hold on. We have breaking news. We have the
news. Andy Reid just came out, and Hollywood's out for the first 2 games.
Okay. Yeah, but they were thinking it was going to be like the first 4 weeks. So I
guess it's okay. Rasheed is there.
Yeah. Well, he just said first 2 for now, so that's all they're saying.
Let's just get Hollywood all the way out of the way.
Yeah.
What are you even doing there? Yeah, get it all to rice. And Worthy. I had plenty of opportunities to acquire Worthy in some trades throughout the offseason, but I kept denying it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell high like he's already established. Well, I mean, it'd be like that. I don't blame them. I'm usually trying to do the same thing from the other side. If you got a rookie, you got to ship them off. If you can flip them into something to help you win right now, like, you know what I mean? And you don't want to wait. I mean, shit.
Yeah, that's true. But no, that's pretty much all the news for today.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll put a bow on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, Lee, you know what I'm saying? Our ear to the streets. Always a pleasure. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, you're one of the anchors over here. You already know. My man Kidda, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. One of the anchors, heavy hitters over here. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for all the shows. We got a whole schedule coming out, and you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Guccini, man. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to our man Spencer Guru. He'll be back as well, hitting you with the Guru Nation Power Hour. You know what I mean? And everybody should strap your boots up, man. We're going to war. This is not a drill.
Make sure
less than
on Peacock.merch.
Yep. And shout out to our proud sponsor, Neon Peacock merch. You know what I'm saying? And for me, Bogart, Scott Free, wherever you consume your music, check me out. And be sure to sub up to all the channels. You know what I mean? Check us out on our homepage. You'll see all the links. You know what I mean? Shout out to the whole gang and all you Gen Welters. Hey, have a good weekend. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yo.
Bong. Prime one, that's him. I said, who that? Act like you knew that. Bogart rock, Papa's got a brand new bag. Living in the city, sorta kinda like New Jack. When the night fall, we gon' ball, throwing blue racks. Hey, fuck is wrong with you? You can't play with me. I make the product move, the game is made for me. Finna charge it to the game, shit ain't for free. Take the chip home, ready to parade for me. Hey, make my presence felt, there's no denying me. Yeah, I know I'm the shit, thanks for reminding me. Yeah. School of hard knocks, check my degree. Do the math, it don't add up for you, trying to minus me, yeah. I take flight and no one flies me. I ain't polite, still ain't nobody answers me, yeah. Provide my seeds with the finer things. The irony, the pharmacist had to provide the streets, yeah. The arsonist, burn it up 108 degrees, yeah. We lit them like the suckers make believe. They can't believe we on the grind 8 days a week. Wood full of dead out. Can't nobody...
Bogey.